Steve Colton is a wonderful young ballet dancer. And then here's some of the other names. We're going to see pictures of them. This young man won the Princess Grace Award for the outstanding modern dancer in the world. He was a very fine academic student. He was a very good French student. So after working with Tricia Brown Dance Company, he went to NYU Tisch. He went to a dance company, which no one gets to do. And then he moved to Paris to help the French learn about American dance. This young man is a wonderful dancer in Los Angeles. Went to college, and she dances in North Carolina Dance Theater, and they have jobs, you know, working careers as dancers. And later in their lives, they have to transfer. After their bodies get older, then they move to another career, which is why we believe in their education. We have an interdisciplinary program where people study more than one art, and they do a number of things, but one of the most popular things is fashion. We have 3 levels of fashion design, and more kids from Asia especially are taking fashion design and product design and illustration design because they are creative and artistic, and their parents want them to have a job. So the design schools have become very popular for these people. The interdisciplinary program does a Chinese dance as part of their curriculum. Go figure, in California, but it's wonderful. And then there's some pictures of some of our outstanding kids. She's a wonderful photographer, went to the University of California, and is running an arts education, artists in schools programs. She's a makeup artist for all these hot television shows. Look at her hair. She's a real character, but this was her path with us. Then we have, we're one of the only high schools, we started this first, a film major. So you can actually major in making films at our school. And we build a sound stage and have all this equipment, and you have to write and do cinematography, and you do a lot of work in Hollywood. But as you know, if you're successful in film, this is another way to make a living with your creative work. And film schools are really interesting in the U.S. There are film programs at every kind of college, at fine academic schools, at liberal arts schools, at art schools. Okay? Next one. Here's some pictures of the film alumni, and they've won audience favorites at various film festivals. One of our kids' film went all the way to the Cannes Film Festival in France, and presidents of their own companies and MTV people and all that stuff. Again, just to show you that people can have a career in the arts and don't have to go into business. She won the Audience Favorite Award. He started his own company. This is all of our students. They did an original musical, and they won like the equivalent of Oscar, you know, for high school. And so they were all excited here. And this, do you know the actor Sean Connery? This is his manager who supports the film program and develops stuff. Now, in music, Idlewild is one of the 3 high schools that sends the most kids to Juilliard and sends other kinds of kids everywhere. And so this, again, is a whole second category if a person is a musician. Classical music, jazz music, composition for film, those kinds of things. And picture of one of our students now who is at the Juilliard School. Now, you may recognize this young Chinese man. Came from Shanghai. I think his name is Wang Liang. He's the new principal oboe of the New York Philharmonic, and he was our student. He's now the best oboe player on the planet. He comes by on tour when the New York Philharmonic comes through Hong Kong, and he's an example of a person who really had some ability and worked very hard and went from Idlewild to Curtis Institute of Music, and then auditioned for all these orchestras and got one of the best jobs